Hello students, in today's lecture we will discuss the story titled An Astrologer's Day, written by the famous Indian writer R.K. Narayan. This story is prescribed in section C, Lessons for Extensive Study. So the title of the story is An Astrologer's Day by R.K. Narayan. Students, first of all, I would like to discuss with you a brief introduction to the writer R.K. Narayan. R.K. Narayan is an Indian novelist and short story writer of international repute. Means R.K. Narayan has written so many Indian novels and short stories also, which have been acclaimed or which are known on the international level. With Raja Rao and Mulk Raj Anand, he forms a trio of talented writers of Indo-Anglian fiction. He is one of those Indian authors who write for both Eastern and Western public. He was educated at Maharaja's College, Mysore. He had a keen sense of perception, and his delineation of characters shows that he had a deep understanding of the various aspects of human nature. He was educated at Maharaja's College in Mysore. He had a keen sense of perception, and his delineation of characters means in his novels he portray his characters. Delineation means portrayal. He portrays his characters in such a way which show that he had a deep understanding of the different aspects of human nature. Most of his writings deal with day-to-day Indian life, both urban and rural, and are written in a simple style. His first novel, Swami and Friends, was published in 1935. The Bachelor of Arts, published in 1937, won great praise. Means the first novel written by R.K. Narayan, titled Swami and Friends, was published in 1935. After that, in 1937, he wrote The Bachelor of Arts. Then followed The English Teacher in 1945, then The Guide in 1958. So he wrote so many great novels. His collection of short stories, An Astrologer's Day and Other Stories, contains some of his best stories. His works spring from Indian soil, but their appeal is universal. In the stories written by him, he has portrayed the characters who are Indian. Means he is connected to the Indian soil. Means he portrays the characters in his novels and in his stories which are truly Indian. But the appeal of his writings is universal. Means the people from whole of the world love and like his writings. He was awarded Padma Bhushan for distinguished services to literature. Means he was also awarded Padma Bhushan for his services, for the contribution he has given to literature. So students, this is the introduction to the writer R.K. Narayan. Let us now have a look over the brief introduction to the story. An Astrologer's Day has a typically Indian atmosphere and has a surprise ending. Means the story is Indian in nature and has a surprise ending. A roadside astrologer by accident comes across a man whom he had tried to murder some time back and who had been left for dead. In the dim light, the astrologer recognizes him and tells him his name, his past, in fact, everything. In the story, a roadside astrologer by accident. He comes across a man, he meets a man whom he had tried to murder in past and whom he left as he has killed him. In the dim light, the astrologer recognizes him and tells him his name, his past, in fact, everything. And when that person whom he considers, whom he thinks that he has killed him, in future that man meets astrologer, and the astrologer recognizes him, identifies him, tells him his name, his past, in fact, tells everything about him. He advises him not to wander in search of the man who had tried to kill him, as he is no longer alive. The man who comes to the astrologer to ask him about the man who tried to kill him in his past, the astrologer tells him that the person to whom in whose search he is wandering from here and he is wandering here and there, he is no longer alive. The man is highly impressed by the astrologer's skill. He gives him a handful of coins. He gives him so many coins by getting happy by his answers, and goes away perfectly satisfied with what the astrologer tells him. The astrologer feels relieved that he is not recognized. A great weight is now off his mind that he is not the murderer of that man. The story thus contains its sting in the tail. Means when when the astrologer tells that man that the person to whom he is searching is no longer alive, that person gets happy when he goes from there. At this, the astrologer feels relieved that the person doesn't recognize him, and he is relieved from a great weight. Thus, the story has a very interesting and twist ending. Let's now discuss the story. The Astrologer's Day is a short story which deals with a day in the life of an ordinary but fake astrologer. The Astrologer's Day is a very short story and it deals with the life of a fake astrologer. The setting of the story is a town Malgudi, which is located in South India near to Madras. It is not a story of contemporary times but pre-independence times. Contemporary means of the present times. The story is of pre-independence times, means when India was not independent. The story opens at the midday. This is the time when the astrologer opens his business. The writer describes how he begins his business. He removes all his professional equipment like cowries, shells, charts, palmiers, writing, etc. He is also dressed typically like an astrologer to attract customers. The story is of afternoon time. It is the time when the astrologer opens his business. He unpacks everything he has as an astrologer like shells, charts, cowries, etc. He is also dressed like an astrologer to attract his customers. His forehead is bright with sacred ash and vermilion. He also puts some sacred ash and vermilion. Vermilion means sindoor. He puts it over his head. His eye over his forehead. His eyes are assumed to have a prophetic light by his customers. His eyes are assumed to have a prophetic light by his customers. He wears a saffron turban. Thus, the astrologer presented himself so perfectly that he was consequently a point of attraction for all the people. Means by his looks, the man looks like the real astrologer. The writer describes the path along the town hall path where the astrologer sits to lure his prospective customers. Then the writer tells us about the path along the town hall path where the astrologer sits for his business to lure. Lure means to attract his coming customers. He carried on his business under a tamarind tree on the town hall road. The path was the right place to carry on his business as it was simply crowded with different trades and traders like medicine sellers, hardware and junk, magicians, clothes sellers, etc. The place where the astrologer was doing his business under a tamarind tree was the right place for him because that was a crowded place. There were so many trades and their traders. Next to him sat a fried groundnut vendor whose gaslight enabled him to carry on his business even after sunset. Next to the astrologer sat a fried groundnut vendor. Vendor means seller who sells groundnuts. And the gaslight of that fried groundnut seller made the astrologer able to carry on to continue his business of astrology even after the sunset. The astrologer was a shrewd person who hardly had any knowledge of astrology. He just made a guesswork when people approached him. The astrologer was actually a shrewd person. Shrewd means clever, smart. He was very clever and he had hardly any knowledge of astrology because he was a fake astrologer. When people approached to him, people came to him to ask him something, he made guesses only, and with his guesses he made his customers satisfied. He had to work hard to earn his wages. He had absconded from his native village since he didn't want to continue the traditional occupation of his forefathers, for example, the farming. He didn't want to continue the occupation of his forefathers, that was farming or agriculture. So he left his village and came to that city. He never had any plans to return to his native village. He was not willing to go to his village again. He was a mastermind at analyzing human mind and psychology. Why did he choose this business of astrology? Because he was perfect at analyzing human mind and psychology, because he could read the minds of the people. So he chose this business. His strong perception made him diagnose the exact problems of his customers. His customers would finally leave satisfied. His strong perception made him diagnose the exact problem of his customers. With his perception only, he was always able to find out the exact problems of his customers, and by his answers his customers were often satisfied. He closed his shop for the day when his neighbor groundnut vendor blew out his light. On the day under description in the story, the groundnut vendor left and the astrologer was packing up his wares when he located a man standing before him. When one day, after the groundnut seller or groundnut vendor blew out his light, he switched off his gas light. Then the astrologer was packing up his wares. Wares means his belongings, his things. after the groundnut vendor, when astrologer was also packing up his things, he found a man standing before him. He perceived him to be his prospective customer. He guessed that he is his prospective customer. When the astrologer invited him, he posed a challenge before him and his astrological signs. They have a deal between them. The man gave him an anna and asked the astrologer to answer his questions, and if he doesn't answer satisfactorily, he will have to return the anna with the interest. The man gave the astrologer an anna and asks him that if he wouldn't be able to answer him satisfactorily, then the astrologer has to give him that anna with interest. At the same time, if the astrologer is able to answer the questions satisfactorily, he would give him 8 annas. But if the astrologer fails, he would pay double amount. Then they have a deal between them. The astrologer prayed to the heaven. Then suddenly the astrologer denied the challenge and requested the man to let him go. After the deal between them, suddenly the astrologer denies, he refuses the challenge and requests the man, his customer, to let him go. The man said that he will not let him give in. He holds him in his grip, thereby making the astrologer shiver. Shiver means tremble. When the astrologer asks him to let him go and cancel their deal, then that person, his customer, holds him in his grip and asks him to answer his questions, and at this the astrologer starts to tremble. Finally, the astrologer realized that he is trapped and has no chance of moving out. The man turned out to be a criminal by profession. Finally, when astrologer realizes that he has been trapped in the net of a criminal who is a criminal by profession, then the astrologer he agrees with him. The astrologer shivered and unwillingly accepted the challenge. He started telling about some woman, but the man was not satisfied and stopped him. He had a single question, that whether he would get what he was searching for. The man had only one single question, that he was searching for a man. He asks the astrologer that if he would be able to search that man, to find that man. The man promised the astrologer that if he is satisfied with his answers, he would pay him a rupee. He tells him that if he is satisfied with his answers, he would give him a rupee. The astrologer prayed a few incantations before replying. He recited some mantras. Then the astrologer began with his prophecies by saying to the man that you were left for dead in the past, and a knife has passed once on your chest. The man was excited at this information, since he had really faced it. Then the astrologer tells him that in his past, a person tried to kill him with a knife. By hearing this, that man gets excited, and because he really faced such a kind of situation in his past. After he got wounded, he was thrown into a well nearby to die. Then the astrologer tells him that when that man thought that he has been killed, then he threw him into a well. The man was waiting to revenge the culprit who had attacked him and was in search of the culprit. who had tried to kill him. The only thing which the man wanted to know from the astrologer was if he can find his killer. Now his customer was satisfied with his answers. Now what he wanted to know from him that if he can find or search his killer who tried to kill him in his past. The astrologer instantly replied that the culprit had died 4 months ago in a far off town. The astrologer tells him that the culprit died 4 months ago in a far off town, in a distant town. The man was disappointed to hear this. He became very unhappy to hear his answer. The astrologer identified the name of the man before him as Guru Nayak. Astrologer identifies the name of that person. His name was Guru Nayak. He told the man that his village was a 2 days journey to north and warned him to go back home and never to travel south again. Then the astrologer asks that person to never to come back towards the south again. He asked him to return to his hometown immediately as his life was in danger if he left his hometown again. The man replied that he left home just to search the culprit who had tried to kill him and was interested in knowing if he had died in a worst way. Then the person tells him that he was in search of that man who tried to kill him only. Then the person says that he wanted to know. Then that person, the customer, asks the astrologer that he wanted to know only that if the person who tried to kill him died in a worst condition. The astrologer satisfied him by informing that the culprit was crushed under a lorry. By hearing this, the customer gets satisfied. The astrologer's wife was waiting for him. Then after that, the astrologer and his customer both went to their homes. The astrologer's wife was waiting for him worriedly since he was unusually late that day. The astrologer flung the coins at his wife to count. They were 12.5 annas in all. After reaching at his home, the astrologer gives the money, the coins given by his customer to his wife. They were 12.5 annas in all. His wife gets extremely happy to see such a big amount. She planned to buy jaggery and coconut for their child. She plans to buy jaggery. Jaggery means good, and coconut for their child because they were demanding for sweets for a long time. However, the astrologer looked worried and was not happy like his wife. Why? He was angry at Guru Nayak as he had cheated him. Guru Nayak, his customer, has cheated him. He promised to give him a rupee and actually gave only 12.5 annas. After dinner, he shared the secret of his life with his wife. He said that a great burden of his life was gone that day. Then the astrologer tells the secret of his life to his wife. He tells her that he always felt that he had killed a person named Guru Nayak. So he left his village. He run away from his village, his native village, due to the fear of being accused as a murderer. He tells her that in past he tried to kill a person, and in fear of getting him killed, he fled from his village. He ran away from his village. He settled in Malgudi and married, and decided that he would never return back to his native village. Actually, the man who tried to kill Guru Nayak was the astrologer himself. He told his wife that after running off from his village, he settled in Malgudi, then married, and he tells him that actually the man who tried to kill Guru Nanak was the astrologer himself. So he was able to make accurate predictions about him through the hardly new astrology. The astrologer confessed to his wife that in his youth he was into bad company with Guru Nanak. Then he confesses in front of his wife, before his wife, that in past he was in a bad company with Guru Nanak. He drank, gambled, and quarreled badly one day and had a fight and had almost killed Guru Nanak. He tells his wife that one day he drank, gambled, and then quarreled with his friend Guru Nanak. Then in a fight he almost killed him. This is how life, with its unpredictable twists and turns, had created an astrologer out of a vagabond. So this is the story. In this story, the writer tells us that sometimes the life gets such twists by which a person's life changes totally. So students, it is the discussion of your story and astrologer's day. Tomorrow we will continue with the next lecture. Thank you very much.